We're back, and it's time to check out Michael Jackson, Shadiest Divo moments. I have no idea what this is about. This is probably when he's just gonna be straight G, like straight Michael Jackson G.
Probably. I didn't even know Divo was a word until about 15 minutes ago.
Me too. Like when I read it, I was like, Divo?
What the hell is Divo? Is that like TiVo?
So obviously it exists, and we're gonna find out what's happening. And
here we go.
She's an attorney who's calling for an investigation by Children's Services as a result of the baby dangling. Go to hell.
Being the artist that I am, they really thought that my mind
I've
was
seen
always
this.
on music and dancing, and it usually is, but they never thought that this performer, myself, would outthink them. Yeah. And Tommy Mottola is a devil.
Two ice cream, that's her. Janet loves to eat. Janet had seen it, and she called me on the phone. She said, Michael, is it okay if I steal what you were doing in Captain EO? I go, what do you want to steal? She said, the military stuff. I go, I could choke you.
talking about his sister.
He's like, did you love me, right?
I did not circle that question.
I'm sorry.
In truth, I really don't like being interviewed. I swear to God.
Toya's a witch. Janet's real natural. Toya's got too much of a weed.
I was just talking about the dusk and the magic of dawn. Will you be quiet, you fathead rascal?
Theo! Excuse me. Can you close that door?
Your voice is very irritating.
Just like a Michael Jackson, it's cold blood.
I don't like that angle. I like this one. So,
my father called and asked me for $500,000. He just called me with this sob story, and he said, I've been trying to get a hold of you for 3 weeks. He can suck my At the library, books of women who are tied to walls. So I left Pinky books. Well, I want to see that. I think she likes shots that are you. We're done and laid the law down. Well, we went out. I am not going to Disneyland. Okay, that's out. But I didn't ask you to go to Disneyland. Okay, we're going to the restaurant. Afterwards, we're going to a strip party. I am not going to a strip party where they cross guys who are girls who are... I am not going there. Just afterwards, she wrote some mean things about me to friends, and I said that she's a nasty witch. They admire you and know you're wonderful and great, but they're jealous because they wish they were in your place, wish they were in your shoes. And M is one of them. Madonna. She's not a nice. She hasn't been kind. Absolutely. She's a woman, and I think that's what bothers her. Women don't scream for other women, and men are too cool to scream for women. You know? And I get that. I get the fainting and the adulation and the notoriety that she doesn't. She can't get that.
Oh,
Wow.
he said, you mad, sis? Got your ovaries in a twist? Hang on.
Artist most of my life doing what I do, and I've never attacked another fellow artist. Great artists don't do that. You don't have to do that.
I think he only did it because he knew he could get away with it because you were Michael Jackson.
Yeah, but it doesn't hurt, really. It's silly. It's kind of elementary. But I hope he's having fun.
for everything. You know, because that's
Talking about Eminem.
Just lose
the
it.
Jackson family. They lived in a ghetto in Gary, Indiana, and they made it. And they're so tight-knit, my ass.
There wasn't one piece of information that says I did that. In any way, they turned my room upside down, went through all my books, all my videotapes, all my private things, and they found nothing that can say Michael Jackson did this. Nothing.
But let me ask you
to
a
this
couple of
day,
questions.
nothing. Still nothing.
Let me ask
Nothing,
you a couple.
nothing.
Shut up,
Nothing.
Shay.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
She's like, ain't nothing you can ask me. Nothing.
Like, don't you hear me say nothing?
Yeah. I'm
Nothing.
gonna just keep saying it till you shut up. I'm Michael. Like, you might be whoever you think you are. but
Flipping
I'm
everybody off.
But everything is a thing about sex, and I want to get in a hot tub with you, baby, and rub you all over, and heck, I get
That's
I
my
get
song.
battered in the press as the weirdo.
It's the Earth song right there.
Earth song, boy. Man, Michael used to sneak diss so many people, bro. Look what y'all doing. Clap.
That wasn't loud enough.
You think I'm joking? Some other song, maybe the whole Invincible album.
And one of the things I said to him was, think about getting into music publishing. And then he looked at me kind of, I thought he was joking, he said, I'm going to get yours.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, I kind of thought, oh, you. but it turned out to be true. And,
Nigga, you think I'm lying?
The minute it became the all-time best-selling albums in history in the Guinness Book of World Records. Overnight, they called me a freak. They called me a homosexual. They called me a child molester. They said I tried to bleach my skin. They made everything to turn the public against me. I know my race. I just look in the mirror. I know I'm black.
Rabbi Shmuley keeps telling me that he's going to find me the perfect woman. My response is, as long as it's not a journalist.
Damn.
Michael Jackson, no Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson.
He's like, bro, I do your own moves. But he used to study James Brown.
Give him a big round of applause because he just insisted that I introduce Prince.
See it.
There was a little secret beef between them two. Mike like, chick, you're destroying this song. Like you're destroying this song.
He's like, I'm bad. You know I'm bad.
I just want to say this for everybody out there. I know Michael Jackson had this reputation. He always played the humble, sweet person. But as two niggas from the hood, we still remember Michael Jackson being a nigga from the hood. It never changed.
Like I said, don't let the light pit, the soprano voice fool you.
Yeah, don't.
Nigga, I ride him.
From Gary, Gary, Indiana. One of my best homies is from Gary, Indiana. And if you've never been to Gary, Indiana, well, don't go to Gary, Indiana. All right, I've been there, bro.
Oh yeah.
Don't. No matter how much we may try, because we get out in society, we be like, we can't be a nigga all the time. You know what I'm saying? But
Gotta have a balance.
you gotta have the balance. Michael Jackson in public, he kept his face on. You know what I'm saying? But
he did a pretty good job.
He did a very good job.
Until you pressed that right button.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on now. Wait a minute. Now, what would have been funny though is if the whole time the high pitched thing was just like to what was it, Bad Boy? You got too much bass in your voice. You can't hear him. And they'd be like, yeah, so anyways, hey, Michael, I heard you ain't black no more. Wait a minute now. Out of nowhere, that bass drop in, everybody like, oh my God.
Bro.
That would be hilarious.
Bro.
If he ever did that. Even if it was just like, just dropping, like, just to make everybody think, like, wait a minute.
That's what I'm saying. Mike always kept face. He always had his game face on when he went out because he knew the public was waiting for a chance to just try to eat him up.
Oh man,
any chance he got.
Everything.
So if you're surprised that there was a nigga under that exterior,
yeah.
you obviously
and the thing
don't know
is,
Michael
like,
Jackson.
He grew up just like he said in the hood.
In the hood.
So you kind of should expect some real stuff to come out of his mouth from time to time. Not all the time, because then you'd be like, oh.
He grew up in a black family, bro. Like
a straight black family.
Straight
like,
black family.
Not no like, oh well, we do some things that black people do. No, he was like,
bro.
Hood, straight black family, poor.
If you didn't know, now you should know. And then the whole thing with him being on stage and stuff like that, and how he was trying to correct people, Michael Jackson was a perfectionist.
All the way, yeah.
Watch.
This is it.
This is it.
I was waiting for something from there to come up.
Yeah, watch. This is it. You will see his perfection. His perfection.
And even
attitude.
with the people that he worked with that were legends themselves, he was like, "No, do it again. It's not right.
Bingo.
It has to be this way because this is what I want.
Bingo.
It's my stuff. I want to do it how I want."
When you create amazing things, you're not gonna let somebody come in and half-ass.
You're gonna expect amazing.
You want it to fit. It's like a puzzle
99%
piece.
ain't enough.
Yeah, it's like a puzzle piece. Michael Jackson will create this entire thing, whether it be a song, whether it be a performance, and this is what he needed.
Yeah.
This is what he needed,
and it had to fit exactly.
It had to fit exactly.
Or it wouldn't look right.
You can't show up 50%, 80%.
You went full out.
95%. You could not do that with Michael Jackson. If you, that's what I'm saying. Like, we know Michael Jackson. A lot of these clips I had seen throughout time about him, basically what he did with Sony, buying the most of the shares so he can buy himself out of Sony. Man. Cutthroat, bro. Like, when you're a kid being brought up in a cutthroat industry by one of the biggest cutthroats, Quincy Jones. That's why Michael Jackson was a crude businessman.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, when you're in a cutthroat environment, and you're dealing with the most cutthroat person, either you get chewed up and spit out and left by the wayside, or you adapt and survive.
That's what it was. See.
And he did more than adapt. He took it and ran with it. He took it to a place they didn't even think he could.
See, Sony wanted to keep him.
People don't own their own stuff. He did.
So while all these other artists get these deals and they got to sell their soul to stay with these record companies and all this other type of stuff, Michael Jackson like, okay, I see what y'all trying to do to me. You know what I'm saying? You trying to work me into the ground. Basically. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do all these tours because touring where you get your money at. All right, when you drop an album, half of that go to the company.
Yeah.
That's company taking most of that.
For real.
That's why Michael Jackson stayed touring. He got that money up. Knew he was going to sell out. Dude can go to like countries that was like.
He could be performing on the dirt field and would still sell out.
It would still sell out, bro.
It could be performing in a place that don't even speak English,
bro,
and they would still sing the words, and it would still sell out. Who can do that?
Still sell out.
I don't even know what you're saying, but I'm gonna say the words. It's like when you hear a good Spanish song and stuff, you know, money, money. Like
you just
the real version, like the third verse is all in Spanish. You don't know what you're saying, but you repeat it exactly how you hear it. Some people would learn English just so they know what he's saying.
Bro, he saved all that money up so he can buy himself out of his contract. Made Sony look stupid,
and
bro.
then own all his masters.
Yep.
Nobody does that. Nobody can do that.
Made Sony look stupid.
He said, I just,
dumb, bro.
it's just good business. And they was pissed. He was like, man, they're mad. It's just good business.
It's just good
business. Basically, read between the lines. Hi, nigga, I got you.
That's why he always kept that exterior. Oh, Michael, he's a nice guy. He wouldn't be that way.
Like,
he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't say that.
I'm nice, but I'm not going to let you run me over because that's what you're doing. That's what you're thinking.
That's what you do.
I just beat you to the punch, and I was better at it.
That is right there is what you do. You basically you put that exterior on, you put that smile on, and then when you cut their heads off, they be like, where'd this come from?
And then on top of that, like, I don't know how you didn't see that coming for anybody, like, you know, whether it's the people he was dealing with, people that originally had his contract or whatever, like, because the stuff he was saying, they don't care about us.
Mm-hmm. All I want to say is that they don't
care about us. And then what made it so deep, he wasn't just talking about black people. He was talking about everybody who, like, people in general.
Everybody.
Yeah, it started off black people. It started off with this, but it was also everybody who got the short end of the stick.
Bro, did it in a prison, so there would be no misconceptions of the video.
Yeah.
All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. Us.
Like, whoever has ever gotten dealt a bad hand or the short end of the stick was the us. Yes, obviously there's black people in there. There's obviously minorities in there, but it was everybody. In that video, it was everybody. And what he was talking about, it wasn't just, oh, I'm tired of you profiling. It was, I'm tired of you doing this. I'm tired of the government doing this to the people. I'm tired of the people in power doing this to people without power. I'm tired of big corporations doing this to, you know, the individual, you know, whether it's, you know, with your deal or whether it's, you know, the consumer, whatever. Like, he covered everything, which is why nobody can say, oh, well, he's just doing that. You know, he's pulling the raise card and using his platform as a bubble. No, he covered everything because he cared about people.
People in general.
All
he
people.
Cared about this planet and he cared about people. Two things, two lessons that everybody needs to mimic from that man. That's why there'll never ever be another one.
No.
Ever.
No.
Don't believe me? Listen to his lyrics.
Man.
He cared about two things: the earth, because we got to be here, and the people on this earth, because we got to live around them.
Listen to them lyrics. I challenge.
Yeah. So that's gonna do it for this reaction. I enjoyed it because I've never heard like some of them private conversations.
So, yeah.
Some of the things he was saying.
Some of that stuff probably didn't get released. I'm like, no, we can't. We gotta make him still seem like he's
bingo. Like, he can suck my.
Yeah. To say that about your daddy is bold as hell anyway. But to say it about your daddy to somebody else, to where he's gonna hear it, and even if he did hear it, you tell him to his face, like,
bro, how you gonna show up asking for $500,000? Like, you ain't even show up asking for like 50,000.
Man, something.
You show up asking for $500,000.
And the thing about it is, like he was saying earlier, you know, oh, we ain't tighten it. The hell, don't believe that. Don't believe that for one. Like for anybody who gets forced to do something, even if they do become great at it, it's gonna be a love-hate for the thing itself and the person that did it, the person that forced it upon them.
He was like, so we want to copy the military thing. Oh, you bitch.
Yeah, basically. You regular bitch. That was the best part. Like, depending on which one dropped first, they gonna think I got that from you.
Yep. I ain't gonna lie though. He did her mounds of favor by doing Scream.
Oh my god.
Mounds of favor.
Before Scream, there was maybe two or three songs that was like, okay, that's Jenna. Because Jenna blew up. Jenna was bigger to our parents, you know, in the 80s when we were born. We grew up in the 90s. So there was
she was coming on the back.
She was coming down.
Coming down it.
Because originally, you know,
stuff.
Like in the earlier, you know, what was it, 60s, 70s? Like, it was Jackson 5. 80s Michael was kind of doing this thing, and he was the only one that was continuing to soar. Everybody else was like doing a little bit. It was like, oh well, last name Jackson, you should be doing something. You know, let's give some attention. But 90s, like Janet wasn't like super amazing. You know, back then he did Scream, and it was like he rejuvenated her career. Like 'cause she was starting to,
bro. She
was soaring. But it was kind of like a glide, like you're kind of dropping, like you're there, we see you, but you're gliding. Scream was like the Mario. She made that go, the Mario cake.
In the shadows.
Cause that's still, you play that now, and you'll get about 3 generations rocking out to that.
Bro,
the 20-year-olds, the 30-year-olds,
had them animes in there. Had
yeah,
them animes in there screaming in the video.
Man.
I'm just saying.
Still.
I'm downloading that song. Like
yeah, for real. Oh, man.
Stop fucking with me. Stop. So let's go do it for this reaction. If y'all didn't know, there is loads of video you can watch and compile up with Michael Jackson to see who Mike really was.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know the real Mike. Okay, we've seen the album covers, with stuff he was putting on there, things like that, making his statements very, very clear. So we know Mike. I still like them private conversations though.
Yeah,
so that made it really, really worth the watch right there.
Yeah.
So he's Slash. He's like, that's enough. Slash. Trying to get this
went over there twice. Like, look, I know you to everybody else, you Slash, but to me, you a nigga taking up my time. And Mike could talk to you like that because he got that kind of money. He's like, you taking up my time. This is my song. What is you doing?
Y'all better
I've been on that as you throw it off the stage,
bro. You
in the middle of your solo, and wouldn't nobody skip a beat. They would cheer me up.
Yep.
Yes, get him!
Like, y'all don't understand the power Mike had, man. Mike had some power.
Hey, what was it on that remake of Chef? People was like, go like this, and 3 people on the street died.
Yeah.
That's Mike. He
Mike,
go like this, and whatever he thinking, people will try to figure it out and do it.
Yep.
Like, I don't know what he want, but he looked mad. He pointed at somebody. Let's take out about 5 of them. We just cover them all.
Mike
Look,
was
you was
the
next
man.
to him. You don't be next to him. We gotta snatch you up.
Michael Jackson was the man. That was enjoyable. That was good. I'm glad we watched it. Thank you guys for suggesting
whoever that was. Thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't see who it was.
That's gonna do it for this reaction. I'm Nixon. Phil.
Peace.
And we out.